Well, hello, my beautiful YouTube family. I would like to welcome you to a very special place called Shirokolaka, which is in the incredible Rhodope Mountains in the south-central part of Bulgaria. Some of you may have seen that I did a live from this little village, so if you want a more extensive tour of Shirokolaka, I'll link that in the description. But in today's video, it's actually going to be a whole culmination of basically 4 days of me road tripping through this whole area in the mountains. So I hope you guys will enjoy today's video, and without any further ado, let's get to it. If you are looking for somewhere off the beaten path in Bulgaria and love to be out in nature in the mountains, I would highly recommend the amazing village of Shirokolaka. When I first got here, I had the most amazing supper. Food is fresh off the grill, incredible wine, and just everything about this place has such a homey sort of ambience. The hotel that I stayed at was Hotel Alina. It is a family-run bed and breakfast, you could say, because every room has breakfast included, and it is this delicious spread, usually pancakes or these fluffy sort of things with blueberries and cheese. Shirokolaka is actually a famous architectural and folklore reserve because the homes here are the traditional Rhodopean style, and their traditional music is called kabagaida, which is a type of bagpipe music. There's a lot of attractions that you can see that are fairly close to Shirokolaka, but what I decided to do on the first day that I was there was check out some of the other small towns that were close by, because some of them had populations of like 30 or 40 people, and it really felt like you were stepping back in time before modern amenities and how people used to live before big cities. So it was a really interesting experience, and I would recommend it. So we are currently in the village of Gela, and I had read that this was a really beautiful, very small town here in this region. Apparently one of the oldest settlements as well. But what's absolutely crazy is that the population of permanent residents in this area is about 30. I mean, I thought my small town was small in Saskatchewan. We had like 800-900 people, but this takes it to a whole other level. So I'm trying to get to this place called Orpheus Peak. I'm following my GPS, and it leads me up here, and at first I thought it takes me down this road because that looks like, you know, a good road, right? I go down it. That's like the wrong way, I find out. Then I come back, and then I think it's this road, which was much worse. Almost got stuck up there. I come back and realize that this, if you can even call this a road, is what they're talking about. So what I've decided to do is leave my car down here in Gela, and I'm gonna, I guess, like hike it. I think it's an hour to the base, and then I don't know how long, because like there's no other roads. I looked on Google Maps and I don't see any other way I could go. How this is supposed to be the main road is beyond me. Okay, how did this car get up here? Like, there's that road, but that doesn't look great either. That's where I came from. Definitely wouldn't recommend going up that. And then this is where I'm going. How in the world did you get up here? I don't know if I've just psyched myself out or I am making for sure the right decision, but I have decided to turn back. I just Googled, you know, what wild animals could you possibly meet in the Rhodope Mountains? And bears and wolves were on that list. So you know what? No panorama is worth encountering somebody who's hungry. Good morning, dear friends. We are on day 3 of the Rhodope road trip, and today we are starting off with a very unique destination called the Devil's Throat Cave. And then depending on how long all of that takes, there is also a lookout point called Eagle's Nest or Eagle's Eye, Eagle something, but the issue is that a regular car can't get up there. They said either you need a 4x4 Jeep or you can walk up there. So it all just depends how long the caves take today, but ideally I would like to hike up there if it's not too long of a hike. And then at the end of the day, we are moving to a new accommodation in a town called Devin. I have a little guest house that I booked there for one night. So it is going to be a packed day driving on these mountain roads and hopefully seeing some great views. One vehicle and a half at most, so you literally just have to like peek around the corner, you know, to make sure nobody is coming, especially in those spots. I've had to like pull out to the side numerous times to, you know, let the other person pass, or they let me pass. So I really would not recommend coming to these parts yourself if oh god oh my god, yeah, if you're uncomfortable with this, because I'm even a little bit, you know, not loving it. finally. Those stairs were not playing around. So I'm 600 meters from where the GPS tells me that I could start hiking Eagle Eye. But honestly, you guys, I don't know if I would recommend coming on these roads. Like, I thought the road going to the Devil's Throat Cave was, like, you know, not great. This is something else. Like, it's almost single lane the whole way. You have to, like, crank your neck watching like a hawk to make sure you don't, you know, get into somebody and pull off soon enough, because otherwise you're gonna have to, like, back all the way up to the closest. Oh my god. Like, I almost wish I didn't come down here, because I'm gonna have to go all the way back. It's strange because the main roads going through the mountains here are, like, fine. They're, you know, single lane each way, you have to watch, but they're good roads. But when you go to any of these attractions, like, these are not the best kinds of roads for, like, popular tourist attractions. That's actually the one negative thing that I'll say so far on this trip, is that I was really expecting to see a lot more, but because these roads are so, like, treacherous, I almost don't want to go down them, and it almost makes me, like, less wanting to see stuff. And then it takes so long to drive because you're driving like 30 or 40 kilometers at a time and you're so stressed. So frick, I don't know. I really hope I will find a way to, like, hike up this place, but I'm good. Good morning, friends. It is the morning after our eventful day yesterday with the cave and Eagle's Eye. I really am so grateful that I came across that guy with the Jeep, because he ended up being the nicest person, gave me such a good deal. It was so fun to go off-roading. I would really recommend it, because I think unless you wanted to hike for like 6 hours minimum round trip, it's probably just as well you take a Jeep. There's a whole bunch of them actually sitting around the area if you just wanted to chat with somebody off the street, or there is a business in Yagadzina where I think you can go directly and like book one. And thankfully I ended up getting in just before it got dark to Devin, which is where I spent the night. Really nice little town actually, and I would really recommend that guest house that I stayed at, Chris Guest House I believe it was called. So what we're going to be doing today is driving for about an hour this morning to a place called Vacha Reservoir, which was recommended to me by a local, and it's just this beautiful sort of, well, I guess it's kind of like a lake, but there's also a dam. And I just want to get some beautiful drone shots out there, just taking the beauty, and that will kind of be the grand finale of our road trip here in the Rhodope Mountains, because I have to have the car back to Plovdiv before noon on Tuesday. That is it, guys. This brings us to the end of our journey, and I guess, I don't know if I ever let you guys see the car I was driving, but it's an Opel Corsa, and I'd recommend just a small sedan. But yeah, I'm gonna go drop off the car now, and then I have 2 hours to grab some lunch before before I take a train back to Sofia. So it's been an amazing week of road tripping here in Bulgaria, and I think I might do one more road trip through the Rila Lakes area. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please comment if you've ever been to Bulgaria or if this video has now inspired you to go. And as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Keep being your own kind of beautiful, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.